What's up, y'all? Welcome back. Today, we're going to showcase my collection. I got a few things on the table that I want to briefly go over. So I got some new stuff coming up. So let's get into it. So first, just kind of started it off with me. This is my Glock 22 Gen 4 chambered in 40 Smith & Wesson. So I'm going to show that we are clear. Nothing in the chamber, nothing in the mag. So Glock, I bought this, I want to say maybe 6 years ago, and I got it fairly cheap. Mainly because this is chambered in 40 Smith & Wesson, and shooting 40 Smith & Wesson today is like unheard of. Nobody shoots 40 Smith & Wesson. However, when I got it, 9mm was just, improving in the market. But I got this fairly cheap, and this was my introduction into firearms. It holds 15 rounds, and I do have some 10-round mags, but I got a couple 15 rounds. And I can tell you, I've maybe cleaned this 3 or 4 times. It's filthy. However, if I wanted to load this up and send some rounds down the range, she will run. This will run. I mean, it's a Glock. Like, Glock is known for their, reliability. I mean, their reputation, it speaks for itself. It's a Glock. Glock has set the bar, set the standard for what we know as firearms today. A lot of gun manufacturers, a lot of brands, when they make stuff, they make it based off of Glock. There's a lot of Glock clones out there. So this has been the gold standard for years. So I don't really shoot it that much, but it runs. So this is my Glock 22 Gen 4 Smith & Wesson. Next, let's go to, this is Walther PDP Pro Compact. Let me drop the mag. It's my EDC rounds. We are in fact clear, nothing in the chamber. Where do I start with this? I mean, every time I bring this out, this just put a smile on my face. This was like my next entry into firearms. This is when I really started to learn how to shoot. It shoots 9mm. She is very nice. There's nothing else I really want to do to this. I'm probably going to maybe get some ports done, maybe some Cerakote stuff. But I mean, she look at this, look at this. It came. I mean, right out of the box, like Walther, really, this is a good value. I did throw a Holosun 507 comp green dot. There's Weapon Light Streamlight TLR1 HLX, and it's a blast. Like, this was like when I really learned how to really start shooting, really start shooting. I mean, don't get me wrong, I started shooting with the Glock, but I didn't really start having fun till I got this, because they put this optic on here. You put a real nice optic on here. This can kind of help you, see down range, see what you're shooting at. And I like this right here. Real bright light. So this is the Walther PDP. Next, let's go to my AR. I don't think y'all seen this yet. She's still in a work in progress. This is my AR pistol. This is a pistol because I have a brace on here, not a stock. And let me just clear this. Drop the mag, nothing in the mag, nothing in the chamber. I can't even tell you how many different pieces. This has been like a project, like an ongoing project. I'm gonna have a separate video on this, basically, but this is probably about 90% done. Still a few things I want to do to this. Just got this optic. This is from Primary Arms. It's a nice red dot, nice glass on here, nothing too crazy. Pistol grip. The only thing I don't like about this is the trigger. This is still like a mil spec trigger, so you know I'm gonna do something crazy with this. But everything else on here is good to go. She does run. However, I'm having issues with this trigger. This trigger likes to freeze. So like, you go down to the range, I load maybe 10 rounds just to see where I'm at. This trigger freezes. I don't know why. And I've been reading some reviews on this trigger, and it's not one of the best. This was like a cheap build, so. But just want to showcase this. This is my AR pistol, and this is chambered 223 556. And the reason why I said 223 and 556 because I have a 223 wild barrel in here that allows you to shoot 223 556. In some cases, depending on your build setup, you can shoot either or both, and this one shoots both. So she pretty though. She pretty. Got a little look. I got the green on here, OD green. But y'all ain't see this on here yet. So once I get this complete, I'm gonna have a separate video on this, and we're gonna take it to the range and test everything out. So this is my AR pistol. All right, now the final two. Let's go to this one. Y'all seen this. This is my P365 X Macro. I do have my EDC rounds in here. And this is my build. We are going to show clear. Nothing in the chamber. Whew. Man. This right here is a beast, man. This is a beast. This is my current EDC. You don't know what EDC is? Everyday carry. So wherever I go, she goes. Trust me. I'm gonna have a separate build video on this as well, so you can really see in depth like what I've really did to this. Nothing on here is stock. Nothing on here is from the factory. Probably the trigger shoe and the trigger spring, but everything else is completely custom. Everything, the light, enclosed red dot. Radian Ramjet. This is my Radian Ramjet build. If you don't know what Radian Ramjet is, they make comps and barrels for a lot of pistols. They started with the Glock. I believe the Glock 19. They have one for the 43X and a couple of them. Like they're really built. I mean, they got like rifle parts and stuff like that. But when they dropped this for the 365, I had to get it. This has been a blast. Like out of everything on the table, besides the next thing I'm going to show you, I have the most rounds in this, and rightfully so. This is what I carry. Like most of this stuff stays in, stay in the house or whatever the case may be. But if I'm going to pick something up right now, as of now, because what I'm about to show you next has really done it for me. But wherever I go, she goes. So but like I said, I'm gonna have a separate video on this. The only thing I want to do, this is complete. This is complete. The only thing I'm probably going to do is I definitely want to change this trigger. Reason why? Nothing is wrong with this trigger. Nothing at all, right? The only thing about this trigger is it's slippery. Like, it's slippery. It shoots really good. Shoots really good. That's a good reset. A nice positive, like, defensive reset. But it's slippery. So when you go to shoot and you've been around and you've been in the range and, you know, oil, whatever, you know, it gets slippery. So sometimes when I'm going to go shoot this, I find me searching for a good, like, placement when I go to shoot. So I'm doing some research. I'm definitely going to swap this out to something that has more of like a trigger shoe. And what I mean by trigger shoe is, if you see this Walther, right? This trigger has a trigger safety. So when you, this trigger won't engage unless your finger is fully on the safety, right? This thing is crisp, man. This thing is crisp. Let me put that down. Let me put that down. Yeah, so this is that. So yeah, this is complete though. Like, I'm gonna have like I said, I'm gonna have a separate video on this. But this is complete. The only thing I want to do is change this trigger out. Once I figure out what I want to do, I'm gonna have a complete build video for this. All right, so this is my P365X macro build. All right, last but certainly not least. Y'all ready? This is my CZ Scorpion Evo 3. It's one of the original Scorpions, or maybe the second iteration to it. However, this is my pride and joy. I ain't even gonna lie to you. This is my pride and joy. But let me drop the mag. Mag is empty. And we are clear. I bought this, I want to say maybe 5 years ago. I bought this like right during COVID, right? I got a good deal on it. You try to buy one of these now, you're paying north of $1,200. I didn't get this for $1,200. Now, the stuff that I did to this is about, so is up there. This is my baby right here. This is my baby. This is my PCC, pistol caliber carbine. Nothing on this is stock. Nothing on it. Well, the only thing is stock is this bolt and spring in here. I'm going to change this out too, because that's just what I do. You know, like, I'll buy stuff and nothing be wrong with it. Out the box, it's ready to go, but I like to tack my stuff out. You know, I like to add some character to my stuff. As you can see, red hand stop, red trigger. I do have a reduced trigger spring in here, and I think it reduced it, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 4 to 5 pounds. It's crisp. It's crisp. Folding brace. This is a pistol, so this is a folding brace. And red charging handle. I do have a pressure pad on the side for the light. You know, you got a regular light, strobe light. Yeah. And I put this Holosun 510C on top. It was a little shaky. I gotta tighten that up. This is fun. This is fun to shoot. This is very fun to shoot. This is my favorite. This is what started me building. Like, actually this and the AR pistol, because the AR, she got a lot of work in it, and she's not even finished. This is about 90% finished. The only thing I want to do to this is I'm gonna get a riser for this to bring the optic up slightly to co-witness with my iron sights. I'm gonna change this bolt out because this is like an old bolt. And I was reading that these stock bolts are having a lot of issues. They're wearing down fast. So a company called Nexus makes a lot of these bolts. And I'm gonna just switch this out. So I'm gonna do that, And I'm going to get a suppressor. Yes, she will be quiet very soon. And once I finally have that, I'll have a video on that as well. But everything else is good to go. She's good to go. Yeah, I love this thing. Crisp, crisp, crisp. Let's put that back on safety. So yeah, this is my CZ Scorpion Evo. Put the mag in there. So this is a 20 round mag. And you want to get crazy, 35 rounds. Oh, I'm sorry. And this is chambered in 9mm as well. I almost forgot. This is chambered in 9mm as well. And that's it. That's what I got so far. I don't know if I told you guys, but this is chambered in 9mm as well. And I'm sure I said this was 9mm. But if I didn't, 9mm, 9mm, 40. She shoot 9, and then this is 223-556. So that is my collection. I work really hard on my collection. I like quality over quantity. So quantity. I said that right. Quantity. So you'll see a lot of different things. And I have one more thing I want to show you. This is a new edition. Haven't shot it yet. Haven't even been out the box yet. But I will have a unboxing coming soon. So I'm just give y'all a sneak peek of what we have here. I don't know if y'all can see it, but this is the next big thing. And it is a Canik. That's all you get. That's all you get. That's all you get. That's all you get. So yeah, I'll have a separate video for this. Separate video for the Scorpion, because I'm not finished with that. I'll have a separate video for my AR pistol over here, because that's not finished yet. Separate video for PDP, probably not. Unless I add the ports that I was telling you guys about. I'll show you what that looks like, but that's further down the road, because right now, she ready. She ready to go. That's about it. So, I'll catch you guys on the next one.